Yes, rainbows are glorious, but from a bird's perspective, they're even more intense. Many avian species have the ability to see a brighter version of the world, filled with a whole range of colors that we literally can't imagine. While scientists have long known that birds like zebra and house finches are capable of ultraviolet (UV) vision, they haven't entirely understood how. A new study, published earlier this month in eLife, sheds a little more light on this ability. Researchers from the Washington University School of Medicine in St. Louis have identified the features that enable and even correct birds' supersensory powers. A combination of self-calibrating cone cells and metabolically altered pigments. The researchers found that species with UV vision can shift the range of their so-called blue cones to detect the shorter wavelengths of the blind spot. The violet cones also move in sync, revealing a surprisingly coordinated relationship between the two structures. This finding is exciting because it shows this trait of UV vision relies on a complex set of adaptations, not just shifting the sensitivity of one cone. Toomey says, to toggle the wavelengths of their blue and violet cones, birds rely on a specialized organelle called a cone oil droplet. These droplets are pigmented with carotenoids that are picked up from food. Depending on how they decide to metabolize their carotenoids, avians can absorb longer or shorter wavelengths. Think of them like Instagram filters that let birds see the world in colors of their choosing. UV vision does come at a cost though. One of the reasons we think we see this variation among bird species is that UV light is damaging to the retina, Toomey says. Plus, as the wavelengths moves through various media, they can end up with chromatic aberrations, leading to distorted or fuzzy images. Toomey says this pitfall might explain why most UV-enabled birds have small eyes. The bigger the surface, the more room for error. Eventually, Toomey wants to identify the enzymes that are responsible for generating the filters. From his point of view, avian eyesight is the perfect model to answer the fundamental questions of evolution. His vision for the field is looking bright, even if he's only got 3 cones.